single pound. The Black Prophet, one day I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers.
It's the 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Portland Trail Blazers. For Portland, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. Well, Damian Lillard will be on display tonight, and he's one of the most fearless scorers in the entire league. Kenny, what area do you see for Lillard to grow, take his team to the next level?
Well, I think he's such a great scorer that can't just be the only emphasis. I think when he is able to distribute as well as he's able to score, that takes a lot of focus in a lot of different directions.
You know, in order for him to be the player that everyone wants him to be, he needs to work on his defense. He still has a lot of work in that area. But he
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Trailblazers come into town for this one. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. The guys coming into this game, it's been 5 consecutive losses, so confidence obviously will be a key for them tonight.
You know, they've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus and even drive. I mean, you can't just wait for good things to happen. You've got to make things happen.
And Clark, I think you're spot on with your analysis. They clearly, to me, have lost some confidence, and that's led them to force things on the court. You start to press and not trust one another. So they're going to have to figure out a way to get back to the basics and really start to believe in one another if they want to turn things around.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Portland, Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Mirza Teletovic out there with Aminu, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Warriors in Oakland.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And McCollum now atop the key. 6 to shoot. Lillard outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Freak passes to Hibbert. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Now here's Freak, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Portland on defense. Another shot. And Kobe lays it in.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. A baseline J. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Plumlee's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Freak dishes to Bass. Kobe kicks to Freak. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Lillard with it, out-defended by Freak. Teletovic passes to Aminu. Here is Lillard. 17 points for him last game against Golden State.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
And that one's good.
And his presence as a scorer. It just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Freak. The layup missed.
You know, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's McCollum. The putback, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Boy, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it on.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
And don't take any risk while you're doing it.
And it's Bryant missing. Portland leading by 4. McCollum up top. He's guarded by Williams. 1:53 left in the first quarter. McCollum, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And that one's good. Freak.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
All right, Staples Center. Look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. The Trailblazers. Teams changing it up here. The Trailblazers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. On the court for the Trailblazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Allen Crabbe out there with Mirza Teletovic. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Oh. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam. Giving us a great look at that one. And Portland has possession. Following the miss by Freak, the shot by Lillard wide open. And another 3 for Portland.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Screen by Dallenberg. Williams dishes to Dallenberg. The shot misses.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And the Lakers with another miss. Portland leading by 15. And Lillard kicks to Crabbe. Plumlee with the screen. The three from McCollum. Here's Teletovic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Dalembert. And Portland with a change here, too. Vonleh's checked in. And Lillard gets double-teamed. There's a screen. Cullen passes to Vonleh. Out left to the wing. Crabbe, good.
They brought up their three-point percentage this quarter. They're shooting it well right now. The defense may need to think about making some kind of adjustment to slow that down.
Now here's Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. In the corner, it's Bass. Lakers working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Kobe dishes to Freak. The three-pointer off the mark.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Crabbe. Here's Plumlee. The shot is off. Great D that time from Hibbert.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Kobe kicks to Freak. Right side, Williams. Pass to Hibbert. Here's Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Portland.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Randall's checked in for Bass. Russell comes in for Williams. And it's Clarkson in for Bryant. To the left wing. Crabbe kicks to Vonleh. Makes it off the glass. Vonleh's got his first bucket in this one.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Laker girls.
And the Lakers making a change here. Young's checked in. And the first half is now in the books. Trailblazers lead by 12. Live.
The Trailblazers, 41. Yours safe.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Lillard has been playing really well. He's got 21 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Freak in at point guard. Brandon Bass is out there with Roy Hibbert. Then there's Kobe. And it's Williams at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Lillard attacking, and he gets it to go. Lillard's got 23.
Well, I tell you what, Damian Lillard is locked in. He's got it on automatic offensive.
Kobe passes to Freak. Kicks to Williams. And there's the feed to Bass. Outside Bryant. Here's Freak. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got 3 assists tonight.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
McCollum with the ball, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. That's good.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Aminu. Williams kicks to Bass. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Lakers trail by 12. Down low, deflects the pass. Plumlee with the steal, and here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Here's Teletovic. That's tipped. Oh, and here comes Kobe all alone. Plumlee with the rebound.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Now, here's Aminu, guarded closely. Lillard dishes to Plumlee. Lillard the pass to Plumlee. That's good. Plumlee's got 10 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Bass with a screen for Williams. He dishes it to Freak. Jacks up a three. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Aminu misses. Lakers trail by 14. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Bryant kicks to Williams. Just his first attempt. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 3 rebounds now in this one. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A different look now for Portland. Chris Kamen's checked in for Los Angeles. They've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Plumlee out there with Mirza Teletovic. And it's Crabbe in at the small forward position.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball. Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Here's McCollum. Lillard outside. Cans it from downtown. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And it's Freak missing. Trailblazers leading by 18. Here's McCollum. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Take a look at what McCollum's done. He's got 8 points and 5 assists.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get. You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line, and on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Rejected by Kobe. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Lakers ball.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Left side, Bryant. Just 5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Welcome fans to the FIBA World Championships.
Here's Freak. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Lillard gets double teamed. Teletovic passes to Crabbe. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Bryant. Freak sets a screen for Bass. Goes up off the pick. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Let's catch up from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told his guys, be patient at the offensive end. Whatever we do, we cannot waste possessions with bad shot selection. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Freak dishes to Williams. Bass with the screen.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Freak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Hibbert. And he bangs it home with one hand.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, G8, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they had.
Dishes it to McCollum to the right side. The open shot, Lillard, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Lillard. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Feeds it to Hibbert. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
At the line for your Lakers, Roy Hibbert.
And he can't get the first one. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Damian Lillard. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.